Welcome back everyone, my name is Eltimar and we're going to be continuing our Let's Play of Wrath of the Righteous. Where we left last time, we had just finished Lan and Camellia's quests. Now we're heading to Gravestone Rock to get some souls back. I took the initiative and moved us all the way here. I also did a couple more fights with our various armies that are around. We have some pretty sizable forces now. We have 11 Signifers, almost 40 Arcanists, we have 104 Hedge Knights, 113 Hell Knights in this secondary army. We have close to 1,300 conscripts, 450 rangers, 101 assassins, and 177 paladins kicking around. We've also killed just so many things in these regions. We've mostly cleared them out. There's a level 13 army we haven't dealt with yet that has a face Stealer's Mask that I'm actually going to head towards. We have no movement points left though. We just finished taking Necromancer's Grave, I think, and some other things. Nothing significantly important though. And eventually we'll work our way up here and take care of all the armies here, and we'll head to Eyes. But for now, let's go get some souls back. That is why we are here. No one is fatigued. We already rested, so everything is golden. We're ready to continue on with our journey. Let's quickly hop into the zone. We're finally here. This whole time, I've been so worried. I just can't stop thinking about the stolen souls. Greetings, Commander. Alan greets you with the discipline of a soldier. He is calm and composed, and his voice is steady. I kept watch just like you instructed. They're definitely inside. The trapped souls here. Or sorry, they're definitely keeping the trapped souls here. I've seen the jewelry myself, but the place is well guarded. We have to fight our way inside. Yeah, and it won't just be a small skirmish. It seems like all the surviving cultists fled here from the wound after they lost in Canabris and Dresden. Jenna stands next to Alan and tries to look confident. You can tell she wants to prove herself. She's doing her best to regain everyone's trust. We'll find the stolen souls, and we'll give those cultists a good thrashing. We'll make those assholes pay for what they've done. I guess we'll stay here and guard the entrance so that you don't get stabbed in the back, but if you need any help, we'll be there straight away. You bet we will. I'll never desert my friends again. Sela beams at her two friends. For the League of the Inspiring Cart, I'm so happy that you're both here. We'll save the day together. Alright, we're gonna step up to here. We're going to quickly blast ourselves with a restoration spell for Ember. And we're going to grab our first... Whoops. Did not do that right. We didn't actually get all of our heroic invocation out, but now we will. We do have weird, or Phantasmal Killer and weird kicking around if we need them, but for now we're going to go inside. I don't think there's too much in here that will be a significant threat to us. That being said, there are golems immediately upon entry, and I forgot about that, even though I just did this relatively recently. I mean, to be fair, Arushale just ruined their lives. Are we level 40? Yeah, we are. So we're completely done all of our leveling up. Our pets are 20, right? Well, one's 19, one's 20. Good enough. Let's mount up, because I think that would be a little helpful. Sela is on her horse, and where's our Smilodon? It's over there. So let's just grab mount. I have completely given up organizing my skill list because I just haven't done it. I should probably redo that soon. We're gonna head over to this direction first.
I sense something.
Hold. Don't run into that.
The struggles never cease.
Okay, we're gonna move Arushale carefully past and take care of this trap.
I'm glad I was useful to you.
I think there's another one just up ahead here
sway from my
too.
path.
Now you might be wondering why I'm coming this way. Well, there is
I finished here.
a puzzle here.
More?
I know the answer to it because we've done it on the other playthrough. Oh, we're missing the gem. We need to actually kill Sunhammer first.
Something is not right here.
Don't move. Everyone just stop.
You call?
Okay, Arushale.
Together we stand.
I'm prepared.
Just slide past there.
I sense
Find
something.
both the traps. Get rid of this one.
I finished
Get rid
here.
of this one.
Is there more?
We need the red gem from
I'm glad
Derek
I was useful to
Sunhammer
you.
before we can actually do the puzzle. Unfortunately, but that is just the reality of the situation.
Something is not right here.
Okay, we're fine.
Please.
No one's running
We are the light.
to the trap, but we did
Are the darkness.
bypass the Kanajai area, and they're here.
Inheritor, guide my
There's also an
blade.
Uludru apparently, but we didn't seem to care too much about that. That guy's running away, annoyingly.
Prepare yourself.
That just sucked too. What are we getting here? Telekinetic pull knocked us off our horse. Sela took a little damage. We're just gonna get up in here, ruin that guy's day, and then move in straight for the Kyrieru. I actually don't really care about using any spells in this fight. We'll get Sela back up. The Penagi won't be able to get to us, so it doesn't matter.
Desna, guide my hand.
The Kyrieru is almost dead. We did get -2 strength. Apollo died? How? What did it hit us for? How did it sneak attack? It crit sneak attacked Apollo for like hundreds of damage. We'll just get Apollo back to life. This is fine, I guess. We want it back to life anyways, because we want to be able to move faster. Kill that one. Get back over here. Don't do anything. Don't do anything. Do we raise dead on Ember? I don't think we do. So let's just wait. That guy's not going to come to us. He's just going to run away like a coward. And we're going to come into here. We'll get our mount back to life. Oh hey, it's coming back. Nope, it's gone again. It won't be healed if we heal it. It's got to get back up first, annoyingly. Let's get back on our mount. Just came back to life. Oh, we can't mount it, right? Because it's not technically alive yet. Now Sela can remount, though. We're going to go hunt down that Penagi when our people are back on their mounts. It's just a pain in the ass to kind of get to. It's very fast and it runs away a lot. I guess we can try and chase it down with the Ruchelet. It's possible she can make it. And we're going to jump up on our mount here. And we're ready to roll. Can't move this turn, that's fine. Let's go hunt down this thing. Run all the way that we can. Oh, it's moved even further away to be more annoying. It can move a long way, which is interesting, but also extremely annoying. Luckily, our mount is also extremely fast. Here we go, we're going in.
Without risk.
It's 20s to hit across the board, it looks like. Oh good, it's stuck in the corner at least. Now we can just shoot it to death. I don't know if we can get in range. Maybe. It did not die.
The light can take you.
If it moves, it dies. I think. Almost.
Make your
There we go.
peace.
Very annoying. The Kyrieru killing Apollo was the most annoying part, honestly. Wasn't expecting that to work. But nonetheless, we're fine. We rezzed him. Cost us a diamond. We will. Oh, wait. Whoa. I forgot. We haven't actually dealt with the trap yet.
My worth.
Don't want to blow up the group.
I finished here. Is there more?
And we go up to the door finally. We're gonna open the door. And we're gonna save. And we're gonna cast just
Anything new?
so many spells into the room. This fight's actually kind of irritating in that there's a Sirocco situation that happens that can knock all our people down. I'm just gonna make this nice and easy for us. And we're gonna go with this, fire. This, fire. And we'll get haste.
Oh, yes, what?
Alright, we're gonna go. Master Derek looks just as friendly and polite as he did on the day he welcomed you into his jewelry shop in Dresden. His attire is still rich and exquisite, but now it features a gem-encrusted symbol of Baphomet. A grotesque shadow hovers beside him, a demon, perhaps the same one that stole the jewelry at Alan's wedding. Ah, the victorious commander and his valiant companion. I was so certain you had been swallowed up by the abyss. Oh well, life is full of disappointments. Cultists are so talkative these days. Why don't we skip heart to heart and get down to business? The demon at Master Derek's side laughs nastily. Why, valiant paladin? Don't you want to know who you've been really dealing with this whole time? He's not just a cultist or a demon worshipper. You're talking to the Grand Master of the Templars of the Ivory Labyrinth. Well, I saw Noctigula kill Baphomet, so your lord died at her hands. I'm fully aware of the Lady in Shadow's capabilities. Forgive me for being blunt, but you have not told me anything that I don't already know. I do not mourn my master's temporary demise. His defeat is nothing more than a setback. We may be forced to retreat, but like the tide, we will always return. However, even the permanent death of Lord Baphomet would not sway me from my beliefs. Do you know why the Abyss is so beautiful? It spawns new beasts to replace the old. It sustains itself in an endless cycle, the unchanging sum of chaos and evil. It will never cease to exist. His voice is a mixture of zeal and admiration. If Lord Baphomet meets his end, I will simply find myself a new master. I have some questions for you, Grand Master. You can ask whatever you'd like, and I might even answer, but you don't need to address me by my title. Though it sounds formidable, it is purely honorary, and places no obligations upon me, which suits me perfectly. So you were the one who led the Templars of the Ivory Labyrinth into battle? You might find this surprising, but no, that was not my role. The dwarf speaks with surprising candor. Demon generals like Jerebeth and Minago have rendered my services unnecessary. They are the ones who lead the troops in the World Wound. I realized that I cannot compete with them, so I moved away from military operations and began to focus on my own intrigues. It's thanks to those schemes that our paths have collided. Why were you stealing souls? Isn't the answer obvious? I wanted to spread terror throughout the city, and I could use the souls as leverage to coerce people into doing my bidding. I spent years developing a reputation amongst Mendebian high society. Everyone knew who I was, and my work was in high demand. Then, slowly, with almost surgical precision, I distributed the demonic jewelry. I knew when to sell someone a useless bauble and when to give someone something special. Then I ordered the demons to act. All of the jewelry had the gemstones that were designed to ensnare souls. I told the demons to capture the souls of the jewelry owners and bring them to me. All across Mendeb, dozens of mortals were suddenly trapped. All of their friends and loved ones were left alone with their grief. They held the lifeless bodies of their children or their beloved and clung to the hope that maybe someday there would be a way to bring them back, and that's when I struck. I threatened, coerced, offered hope. I did everything I could to tear down your crusade from the inside. If you had stayed in the Abyss a little longer, even a couple of months would have sufficed. You would have had an altogether different welcome waiting for you. You would have returned to find Mendeb engulfed in civil war. I've met all kinds of monsters, but none of them have been this full of themselves. Oh, brave paladin. Master Derek's voice is kind, almost sympathetic. You know so little of this world, and understand even less. Who's the demon behind or beside you? The demon clackles gleefully. You don't know me, but I know you. We've met several times, except I was controlling the body of your friend, the nimble but empty-headed Curl. How did Sela, Curl, and the others get involved in all this? It was all the result of a rather absurd series of coincidences. It started when a certain knight, burning with love and passion, came to buy a ring for his bride-to-be. He was willing to pay quite an exorbitant sum. Now, I don't normally waste my time with mundane, ordinary folk. However, his ardor and the strength of his love, along with the fact he was one of Iomede's nauseatingly righteous lackeys, made him irresistible. So I decided to craft him a ring with a demon inside. I took great pleasure in the thought that someday he would realize he had given a deadly gift to the person he loved most. He would have to live with the knowledge that he had doomed his beloved to a terrible fate. Well, thank you for the valuable life lesson. I can assure you that this nauseatingly righteous knight has taken it to heart. I just thought you were a master of intrigue, cold-blooded and cunning, but you're not clever or cunning, you're just cruel. There's nothing special about your schemes, they're just an excuse to hurt people. The more you talk, the more I want to kill you. Every word you say brings you closer to your inevitable demise. But I haven't even told you about the best part, brave paladin. The most ridiculous coincidence of it all was the halfling Curl. Did you know my Templars recruited him? He's been our informant for a long time. You're lying. Not at all. Condemned to provide quite an endless supply of recruits. They're easy targets. What they lack in quality, they make up for in quantity. We recruited Curl, and when we were preparing for the attack on Canabris. If it's any consolation, the fool quickly grew disenchanted with Baphomet's curse. He refused to spy for us, but we gave him a good scare and he gave up. We barely had to torture him at all. He continued to spy for us, but he dreamed of escape. He clung to the hope that someday he would run away. Not just from us, but from the Crusades as well. He wanted to go far, far away where no one would ever find him. And then one day, by complete chance, he found out about the ring that Master Derek gave to the foolish knight Alan, the ring I was hidden in. The demon chuckles maliciously. The idiot thought that it was some priceless artifact. He thought that if he stole it, he could sell it and use the money to start a new life elsewhere. He went to the deserted camp, grabbed the ring, and gave me his lovely agile body, as well as the chance to have a good laugh. It was so amusing to pit the valiant paladin against her brave knight friend. That's how we put an end to this whole affair. Look at your friends, brave paladin. Look at the commander, the Crusade's greatest hope. You've led them all to their deaths.
They will break against
Not really.
our resolve.
Oh my god, we get to go first, which is kind of unfortunate because he has just the most mirror images. Anyways, we'll just kill that guy real quick. One guy is dead and out of the way. We hit him immediately and killed him for 2,666 damage, which is a ludicrous amount of damage. If we take a look at the breakdown here, look at the damage on this. It is absolutely insane. how much damage we actually do. So we do 48 d4 plus 424 damage times 6. Our roll result was 122 plus 424. Yeah, that is just crazy. We do so much damage. I don't know why I moved up there. That was an accident, but we'll move back. It's not a big deal. We can just move straight next to him. The Lilitu is unable to act. We are actually in a surprise round, which I didn't realize until right now, which is great. Surprise rounds are all sorts of fun. Let's just do this, and we're also going to do that. I'm going to just run up here beside this succubus. We're not going to be able to attack this turn, but that is fine. We did some damage to the Lilitu. I don't know if we're actually technically in range of him in our Circos. Anyways, Weird killed the Lilitu instantly, so the Song Mistress did die.
No fear.
He is in range of at least one of the Circos.
Into the fray.
So much concealment. Everyone is sort of down on the ground. Circo's being annoying, but there's nothing we can... Oh, she got force punched really far away. Mirror image is gone. So we only got one Circo on him. I really just need to get rid of all of his Circos anyways. Or not Circos, his mirror images. We might be able to just dispel him actually, now that I think about this. A little bit more. We have no actions left. We stood up. Apparently that is all we can do. Let's get out of the way. We got force punched, and then he killed our mount. What a colossal asshole. And we missed again, but yet another mirror image is gone, which is fine, I guess.
Make your peace.
Yes, more of those. Actually, you know what I should probably be using, in all fairness? Quarry.
The light.
And we missed concealment again. One more mirror image is gone. He does lots of damage, I'll give him that. But I do 2,500 damage a hit, which is more than anyone can survive. Master Derek Sunhammer is gravely wounded, but he does not lose his composure. He remains calm and dignified in the face of death. It seems I've made another mistake. I should not have fought you. Still, I do not regret taking the risk. He turns to Sela, and there's a malevolent gleam in his eyes. You may have the commander by your side, but look at yourself, Paladin. Look at these you've taken under your wing. Derek's mouth twists in an unpleasant smile. Your friends are a thief, a coward, and a stubborn oaf. You couldn't unite them or inspire them to great deeds. On the contrary, you made everything worse, yet here you are now blaming me for everything that's happened, as if it's all my fault. Somehow I'm responsible for all your woes. My evil plans and schemes have ruined your lives. You believe that if you can just rid the world of evil, people like me will become a paradise. Or sorry, if you can rid the world of evil people like me, it will become a paradise. Life will be fair and just, and everyone will be joined together in the bonds of friendship. He bursts into wheezing laughter and then falls silent forever. Sela stares at Derek's lifeless body. She's breathing heavily, but you can't tell if it's from the intensity of the battle or if she's simply overwhelmed with emotion. Is it over? Have we removed the evil? Why, that cultist scum, even on death's door he was still spewing venom. Janna pauses as if she's had a sudden revelation. Wait, we won, right? We completed our mission. Her eyes light up with excitement, and an incredulous smile spreads across her lips. It doesn't matter. He tried to poison our souls, but his words mean nothing. He has lost. Commander Sela, I spoke harshly to you before. I said things that I regret, but I should never have doubted you. This victory would not have been possible without your help. Sela listens to all of this in silence. Then she turns to you. There's a question in her eyes. So, I know in the in the Trickster playthrough, we actually did the don't pay attention to him, he's a cultist, why would you believe what he says. However, when I redid the fight with the Trickster playthrough, I actually selected there was some truth to what Sunhammer was saying. So, I'm going to do this one again, but technically the Trickster one will be going along this path. Don't pay any attention to him, he's a cultist, why would you believe a word he says? Sela smiles grimly. Yes, you're right, we'll discuss this later. Sela picks up the bowl of jewelry and pours the contents into a pouch. Inside the bag, the gemstones gleam ominously. We have the souls. I'll keep them with me until we reach Dresden. Let's go. I don't want to stay here any longer. We're going to try and get people out of the fire. And by that I mean the Sirocco check, or the Sirocco that everyone's currently sending in. Our mount did die again. We are going to be resting not too long from now, so I'm not going to...
Smile. The world's not ending
Oh,
just
we might
yet.
actually be in encumbered? Why are you encumbered? He is exhausted somehow. I'm gonna quickly just go like this. Get rid of his exhaustion. I don't know why he has it.
I finished here.
We're gonna grab some loot.
Is there more?
But most importantly, the loot on his body is the vital one. There's this red gem here. That's what we need for the puzzle. I'm going to show you guys the puzzle solution. It's really easy. I don't even need to read the note that it's based on. The note was on his body. It was the jeweler's notes. We don't actually need it. I know the solution. It's all about gem colors and winter and summer and fall and whatever, and it doesn't matter. We're going to go and deal with it right now. So there are 4 gem types here. There is red, blue, green, yellow, or amber, I guess. Anyways, we have these 4, right? So the solution is blue, amber, green, red. That's going to open this door. Now, in this room, you might notice there's a treasure chest right there. Do not open it. It has trash in it, and you'll have a fight if you do that, which is fine. If you need some extra experience, and that's really what you want more than loot, go for it. There's a couple things that come along and you can kill them. I don't remember if they actually give experience, but I think they do. I'm almost certain they do. You can grab all the other treasure, just not that treasure chest. Now, there's a clue to the puzzle. It says right here, this mirror has no magic aura, but it obviously hangs here for some reason. And the answer is, we have to mirror the pattern we just did. So, we're going to go red, green, amber, blue.
Watch out for trouble.
This is going to flip around. We don't get to do the fight, but there's a different chest entirely on the other side that has significantly better loot, including a pretty cool magical item, which I'll show you guys in a sec here. It is the Gnawing Magic. Whenever the wearer of this headband of intelligence +6 casts a spell that affects the enemy, the wearer gains a +1 bonus to checks made to overcome spell resistance, and the enemy suffers a -1 penalty on attack and damage rolls, as well as all saving throws for 3 rounds. The effect stacks to a maximum of 4. It's really, really good. Yeah. So just a heads up, that is something that you should keep in mind as a possible loot. You don't necessarily have to get that loot. You can do the fight. It's against a mythic Greater Clavicus, I think. And maybe some Painagi or something. Or maybe a little too. I can't remember exactly what it is, but it's not important. It's not worth losing the loot if you don't need the experience. And you really shouldn't, because it's really easy to max out in this game. In fact, you will probably max out your level long before you run out of quests stuff to do. We still have tons of things. We can't do this one. But we can go to Eyes. We can do the jewelry thing in Dresden, which is fine. We need to get storyteller pieces. We have to talk to Odan. We should probably go deal with that. Let's do that right now, actually. We can teleport back to Dresden. And we are going to enter, of course. I don't remember where Odan even is, though, to be honest with you. Somewhere, I'm sure. I just remember that there is a pizza day in our apartment complex coming up in like 15 minutes, which I am pretty excited for. Considering they jacked up our rent and give us a pizza party to, I guess, compensate us. Seela sits quietly with her hands clasped together. She sighs softly and there's a faraway look in her eyes. You can see from her troubled expression that something is bothering her. There you are, Eltimar. I'm just here, waiting. Our snow is going to unite the souls and the bodies just a little longer, and we can put all of this behind us. She falls silent and looks down at her hands despondently. What's bothering you? Ugh, where do I start? There's a lot on my mind. But hey, Eltimar, there's something I have to ask. All those souls will be returned to their bodies soon. And that means Kurl will be free, but what if it's confirmed that he really did work for the cultists? What will you do to him? Traitors do not deserve mercy. We paid too high a price for his weakness. Seela nods, her face is unreadable. Then let me ask you something else. How do you feel about me and the part I played in all of this? I talked everyone into going to the Houndheart's camp to get the ring. I protected Kurl from Alan's blade and saved his life. I'm the reason he, or rather the demon that took his body, got away. It's my fault we didn't find it out about the jewelry being dangerous. We could have prevented the theft of so many other souls if it hadn't been for me. When we were in the Molten Scar, Janet told me that I was the reason she deserted. She said that I had pushed her to play the hero and take on challenges she wasn't prepared to face, and that's why she fled in panic. Yet in the end she found the strength to change. She didn't break, she became a better person. To be honest, I've never seen her more proud and confident than when we defeated Sunhammer. I'm just glad I managed to remain friends with the land. We were able to help them in Kiana, even though they were tangled up in the schemes of those demon-worshipping cultists. I guess everything's turned out alright. We'll get the souls back, everyone will come back to life, and we'll put all of this behind us. When I took my oath as a paladin, I swore to guard the honor of my fellows, have faith in them, and learn the way to my sword, and I've done all these things. So maybe I should stop worrying about what Sunhammer told me before his death. He was just being spiteful, right? His words full of poison, not truth. She falls, silent, then turns to you. So, what is the weight of my sword? Only idiots think they are infallible. I may not be the smartest person in the room, but I hope I at least have some measure of self-awareness. I need to reflect on everything I've done and what kind of person I've become. Your heart is in the right place, but you lack discipline. You allow your emotions to cloud your judgment. If you don't change course, you'll stray from the path of a paladin. I guess I have a lot to think about. You make it sound so simple, but it doesn't feel simple. And when I look at you, I see someone who's kind to others. You show emotion. You're not always strict. Maybe that's just how I see you. I don't know. Greetings, Commander. I'm glad you're here. We're ready to return the stolen souls to their bodies and bring those poor people back to life. We will need to help them get over their initial shock, and your presence will undoubtedly help ease their transition. First, however, I need your companion, Sela. Everyone is waiting for you. Sela gets to her feet. Me? Why? Because we want you to set the souls free. We all agree that you should be the one to do it. After all, you saved these people. You should be the one to bring them back to life. You're confusing me with someone else. I'm Sela the blockheaded paladin. I'm no hero. Like I said, it was a collective decision. We all agreed that it should be you. The loved ones of the victims, the Houndhearts, myself, and I'm not going back and ask them to find someone else. So stop arguing and let's go. She really should be the one to do it, to be fair. This is her whole questline, after all. And she's got Radiance, which is pretty cool. Alright. Everyone is back. We should probably talk to Sela one more time. Maybe not. That's the end of that. Where's she going? Alright, well, do we talk to anyone else here? I mean, not the, just general people, just, I want to see if there's anyone who has actual, okay, why are you running, or is this quest technically done? Alright, I guess so. Everyone's good? We're all fine here? Everyone's good? Let's leave. I'm gonna quickly run back. Oh, something's going on now. You see Curl standing among those who have been rescued. He's looking around awkwardly and shifting from one foot to the other, as if he's not sure what to do with himself. When he notices you and Sela, he pales slightly but takes a step forward. Thank you so much for saving me from the demons. I want to hear your side of the story, but you need to tell me the truth. Curl bows his head. Alright, I'll tell you. I met this guy before the attack on Canabras. He said he felt sorry for me. We talked about the condemned and how awful the Crusaders were to me. He told me that I should take matters into my own hands, that I should be my own master and decide my own fate. When the demons attacked Canabras and the city fell into chaos, he found me again. He introduced me to a few of his pals and called himself a Templar of the Ivory Labyrinth. He told me to spy on the Crusaders who were trying to take back the city. I didn't want to help them, but they threatened me. They even cast a spell on me. I don't know what it was, but it felt like torture. I curled up and sobbed like a baby. They told me that the city belonged to them now, and they'd kill me if I didn't cooperate. So I agreed, but I didn't want to. I swear I really didn't. I wanted to run away. I thought if I could just get some money, I could escape the city. I could go far, far away where they'd never find me. The Crusaders could deal with those cultists. I just wanted to be free. And that's when I had the idea to steal Elan's ring. It was worth a small fortune and I needed the money. I didn't want to hurt Elan. I didn't want to hurt any of you, but I didn't know what else to do, so I took the ring and, well, the demon took control. I guess you know the rest. I was stuck in the ring and that scumbag stole my body. Damn it, Curl, you could have told us you're being threatened by cultists. We could have helped. But I wanted freedom, Sela. Curl sighs sadly. I'll be honest with you, I'm not much of a crusader. Don't get me wrong, I'm glad I met you, Elan and Janna. I couldn't ask for better friends, but I'm not cut out for war. I don't like fighting demons and I don't want to die. That's too heavy sentence for a simple thief. Sela glances at you and says quietly, he has a point. The punishment should fit the crime. A harsh sentence won't change what's happened, and it won't turn him into a better person. And after everything he's been through, we're gonna go lawful. You have confessed to committing an act of treason. You will appear before a court-martial. Sela frowns. Hasn't he suffered enough already? Alright, fine, but I'm coming to this court-martial. I'm gonna defend you, Curl. Thank you, friend, he says quietly, but don't get your hopes up. I'm already condemned and I'll end up behind bars or hanging from a noose. Well, at least they let me get some fresh air first. I wish you all the best. So long. Girl, I'll speak on maybe your behalf, but you really gotta... If you're gonna be a criminal, at least suck it up and accept the punishment if you get caught. That's just my opinion on the matter. He was a thief. He chose to join the condemned to work off his sentence. It's not like he didn't have a choice on that one. He could have just sat in prison. Instead, he decided to try and do a penance. Yeah, it sucks. Getting shoved into a war zone as part of your penance. That really shouldn't be part of it, but it is in this world. I don't necessarily agree that that's a good punishment, to be honest, but
Keep your
if that's what you agree to do as the punishment for your crime, and that's... just do it. Get it done. That's just my thoughts on the matter. Once he was done serving the condemned, he probably could have gone free. After a crusade like this, especially, I'm pretty sure that all the condemned are going to be let go after this. Like, this is a huge campaign. If they can make it through, all of them are going to be free. He could have been free. All he had to do was stick with the word that he gave and didn't, instead of breaking it, trying to run away. Basically, he got caught being a thief, agreed to join the condemned, and became a thief again to try and get out of the condemned. He hasn't learned his lessons at all.
I'm God.
He's still looking for the easy way out. And that's why I did the lawful thing with Girl. At least with this group anyways. We'll be switching out for the Trickster group. The Trickster will probably be, you know, a little more lenient, because the Trickster is a little more insane and also a lot more chaotic. I'm shifting the legend playthrough towards lawful. I want to see how far I can get it before the end of the game. Oh, we have a cutscene here too. We'll let this go through. Dorglinda is looking at you with undisguised awe. Well, I'll be. You really did come back from the abyss itself. Commander, you amaze me. Well, if you're doing miracles now, maybe you can pull our logistics out of the abyss while you're at it, because in your absence, that's exactly where it's gone, all the way to the bottom. We have a shortage of quite literally everything. Don't take this as sedition, Commander, but I'll give you it straight right now. There is no way of acquiring anything legally. Her Majesty squeezed all she could out of Mendev to march on eyes, and we've been left with a bunch of measly crumbs. Fortunately, I still have some of my old connections in Mendev. The nation has been in chaos for the last few months, without the Queen watching over them. Everyone's taking anything that's not nailed down. But I know how to make sure we get something out of all of this madness, just a bit here and there. Woldruff rubs his hands together, smiling broadly. This is it. This is my time to shine. I've got a clever little scheme I've been cooking up for a long time, and now I'm finally going to put it into action. Oh, we'll hit it big. You just give me the go-ahead. Has everyone in Mendev truly turned to stealing? I just can't believe it. But if we have no choice, you know, war has claimed many lives, deserted villages, abandoned houses, manors of noble lineages that have been cut short. If they don't belong to anyone now, maybe we could take them? I don't like this. I get it. This isn't the time to be squeamish, but joining in on the plundering of Mendev, that's too low. If we can't avoid it, let's sell our own spoils on the black market instead of stealing. Alright, Woldruff's scheme gives us the Tricky Steal Decree, which gives 10% extra finance points available in the treasury to a maximum of 10,000. We just added 750 material points, that's kind of worthless. We can sell excesses, which adds 2250 finance points, and distribute trophies, which adds 220 material points. Dorglinda gives us the corruption one. Finance points income increases by 120, material point by 10, and energy points by 2 for 16 days. None of these are really good. What I'm going to do, we're going to take no part in the plundering of Mendev. This meeting is over. Dorglinda gives you a sullen look and sighs heavily. So you're sticking to your conscience, then I guess we'll have to tighten our belts. Very noble of you, of course. It's just a shame your conscience can't fill empty bellies or slay demons. I can't really stress this enough. We're in a bind here. We're doing everything we can to resolve it, but I have no doubt this council will need to reconvene again shortly. What do we got for other things to do? I know we're a little bit over time here, but I just want to finish this off on a high note. Let's see what else we got. Right, we've recruited a silver dragon. The approach of Harmattan's army. Right. The scouts have sighted an army under the command of Captain Harmattan, a conspirator and traitor. It will soon be arriving in Dresden. The military council has summoned the commander to an urgent meeting. We already dealt with that. The fate of Baphomet's fire. We already have that going. Northern Lights is another one we got to do. And we also need to do... No, that's it. Just Northern Lights. Good, good, good. Let's do that. We already have all those going. No military ones on the go. So let's take a look at our situation here. Our logistics are really bad. We're actually really high up. I think we're maxed out on all of these other ones. We just need logistics. And we can do that pretty easily. We have a bunch of, what are they, like not the rank up things, but the building things. And we can upgrade our settlements, a bunch of them anyways. We should probably end up doing that because we need to get our logistics up to level 8. It's important. But for now, I think that's where we're going to leave off. We're done, I think. I will go build some buildings and places. Oh, never mind. We're not quite done. We have a thing going on. Commander, the troops from Neurosian have arrived. As planned, we held a memorial service to honor the fallen. The mournful scene made Captain Harmattan come to his senses, and he refrained from giving any treasonous orders. It's all true, the captain bows his head. I realized that I was about to commit a great betrayal, and praise Ra, I stopped myself in time. I appreciate that, having learned of my plans, you didn't give the order to kill me immediately. You've granted me a chance to repent. There can be no excuses for my actions. I regret them, and I humbly stand ready to accept your punishment. I knew he'd come to his senses. Harmattan always seemed like an honorable soldier to me. You should spare him. One who betrayed you once will do it again. It would be unwise to give him the opportunity. How touching, or maybe the good captain could take notice that we had more people under our command than he did, and he thought it best to have a timely change of heart. I am demoting you to the rank of private and sending you to the front lines. You can redeem yourself in battle. Actually, no, yeah, we're going to do that one. Understood, Commander. I appreciate your mercy. Harmattan salutes you for his last time, or for the last time. A harsh decision, but a fair one. I see why your troops follow you. They know your heart is as stern as it is merciful. That's what ensures their absolute loyalty. This council, and you personally, have achieved the impossible. You've restored our morale and brought unity and order. You never listened to malicious detractors and stayed true to your cause, working one step at a time, building a determined and unshakable army, one that can defeat the forces of the Abyss. A few years ago, none of the Crusaders could have imagined that the cause would amass this kind of power. At times you built your war machine through very unconventional methods, but it would be foolish to deny their effectiveness. The results speak for themselves. Your army is a thing of beauty, alright. Can't buy one like it with money. It's built by unique talent. Perhaps you're a genius in that regard. On second thought, forget I said that. No need to spoil you with praise. I'm certain that no one can ever dare plot against or will ever dare plot against you, Commander, or even doubt you. Let's put an end to this mutiny and deliver the final blow to the Abyss. Lead us forth, Commander. Done and done. Alright, that's going to be the end of our video. Like always, if you have any suggestions, please leave them below. Before anything else happens that requires us to have a cutscene, I'm calling it here. Take care.